Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if not, I wish you a better one tomorrow. As a man who is very festive towards almost any holiday, I say it almost, I decided the best thing I could do for this holiday is talk about romance. But I'll say one thing, if you're expecting this video to be about some happy lovey-dovey, B-movie, fairy tale type of endings, then you, my friend, are in the wrong section.
Dumb as fuck, cuz. How the fuck y'all gonna believe this shit?
Today's video, I talk about the worst romance animes ever. Now, some of these animes, a lot of people might be like, wait a minute, that's not really that bad. We can go on and debate about my choices here, but you're gonna just have to understand where I'm coming from. Now, before I go into this, I would like you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps the channel keep going, and you might want to hear what I have to say for this one. But with that said, buckle up, I got some animes to drop on you. So for the honorable mentions, or should I say dishonorable mentions, I have to put this one out here, and I know a lot of people might get upset, but fuck it. Suzuka.
Doesn't matter if it's from a comic or someone's mouth, he flies into a blind rage.
That's right. I know a lot of people might sit there and go, but I like Suzuka. Suzuka's a good anime. You just have bad taste. Bro, why do I want to watch an anime where the entire time the main character spends his time simping over a girl, and every single time he shoots a shot, man gets turned down over and over and over again. And then this woman, who you might be trying to side with, like, well, she has a reason for all that. Yeah, you know what's not a good reason? Not telling the dude her reasons. She doesn't even try to confide in him or at least explain herself. It's kind of just stupid. She's very selfish. Not to mention, the guy isn't much better. Imagine you stating, I have feelings for this woman. I love her. I want to go out with her. And the first thing you do is go out with a random chick all because she claims she has feelings for you from years ago when you don't even know that that person exists in the first place. Nah, man, this is dumpster fire to me. Next, you have Chobits. Now, the reason I'm putting Chobits here is simply because the guy's supposed to have romantic feelings towards this particular character. Imagine you have all these other human characters, and then all those human characters are taken away from you, and you opt out to going out with the robot because the robot is the only person available to date you. If anything, that makes me feel pathetic as a person if I was in his shoes. Because that ain't no person, that's a robot, man. I'd rather be that guy that dated Hatsune Miku and then married the fucking doll and then sat there and be like, yeah, our marriage isn't going well. I wouldn't actually do that, that's just fucking stupid. But not trying to shame the man, you live your life. You live your life as your own goddamn fairy tale. Don't mind me. And then you have Future Diary. Okay, an anime where a woman who goes yandere on your ass. Well, she has her reasons to go yandere, but it's still no excuse to really just do this to this man. They survived a lot of things in their world, and then to run away from accepting what just happened, she goes to another world and forces this guy to love her. And eventually this dude just develops Stockholm Syndrome, where he's literally just in love with this woman who, let's keep in mind, predicts the damn future, damn near kills anyone who says no to her or is standing in front of her away from her Yuki. And most of all, literally goes on the line that crosses everything as a human being. Now, this last one is my personal favorite anime, kind of. It's Freezing. Now, I like Freezing, but I don't feel no romance in the air. There's no love here. The main character literally chases after this girl because he thinks of his sister. Like, no, don't leave. But, when the chick kind of confronts him about it, he downright denies it. Like, no, no, no. And hell, throughout the entire story, she keeps saying she's gonna give this man a baptism, which basically that means she's gonna sleep with him. And she never does. First season, doesn't sleep with him. Second season, doesn't sleep with him. In the manga, do they sleep with him? I don't know, it's too long for me to read, because I'm not gonna sit there and read and see there's no fucking payoff. Sorry if I sound like I'm making a little rant. But I'm just saying, overall, this ain't it. It ain't got the romance. It's got the action and it's got the nudes if you want to spend your, Tuesday night alone watching something that's not High School DxD. Alright, with those things down and out of the list, it's time for me to go out here swinging. Now, first off for this list, I'm putting Okami-san and her 7 companions. Now, before you sit there and get upset and say there's romance there, the reason why it's here for me is because they didn't really finish their story. Like, I wish I seen more of their story because I feel like there was more to it, but it wasn't. I'm not expecting their romance to fully, pay off, but the whole thing is, long enough for this woman to give this guy a simple yes or no. But in the show, she doesn't know how to give him a proper answer, and I get that she's been through a lot. But at the same time, this guy literally risked his life, got his ass beat on multiple occasions, and yet he has this whole little fear of people staring at him. But if you move those things aside, this man shows dedication despite his fears. But other than that, this doesn't mean I don't like this anime or it's not a good anime at all. I'm just saying in terms of romance, it's kind of... Next, we have B Gotta HK. Okay, so we're going from a woman who beats people up on the streets with some cat gloves to an anime about a 16, 15-year-old high schooler whose fantasy is to have an orgy with 100 men. While the kicker, she's a virgin who's never had sex before. So where's the romance part of this? Oh yeah, so she wanted her first time to be with this one guy who doesn't even know anything about this woman. Let alone, he's not too sure about her own intentions or really feelings towards him at all. And when they do get close to sealing the deal, they kind of get sidewinded pretty far and pretty hard too. With that being said, I don't like this girl. This woman literally cares about her own interests instead of thinking about his interests. This guy literally had a girl who was just his caliber sitting there waiting to go out with him. But this other chick, this fucking girl, the main protagonist, I don't like her at all because the whole time she's trying to get with dude while at the same time she's not mentally equipped to do what she wants. It kind of just feels like the writer just put that shit in her head and said, okay, go fuck a whole bunch of guys. Be like the girl from Metamorphosis. I have the link in the description for that episode, by the way. For numero tres, we have Charlotte. As a drama-based anime about high school students who go to a special school where they have like quirks, kind of like My Hero and all, it's good. It's like one of the best animes that I could say if you're looking to cry. Because there are moments in this show where it packs an emotional gut punch. But with that being said, romance is not its forte. I read some reviews online for this anime, and I agree with them. Y'all literally added romance as a last minute thing towards the end. I don't feel any romantic feelings towards Charlotte at all. Like, this guy, starts off as pretty shallow, but eventually, as the story goes on, he becomes a better person. While I like the idea of these two in a relationship, but really, we haven't seen any developments of any kind to see that. But damn, that just sucks for them. For number flippin' 2, you have Masamune-kun's Revenge. Alright, so this is one I have read and seen the anime. Honestly, stupid. The whole thing is stupid. Look, I appreciate the plot because the plot was really the meat and the juices of the whole thing. A revenge story of a man who's trying to basically get back at the very girl who wronged him at the start of his story. The man's out here getting physically fit, changing his personality a bit. We are sitting here looking at somebody that we aspire ourselves to be. A person who's capable of change. But what if I tell you that all that effort that he puts in goes for nothing? You'll see him getting ready to put in his revenge, but he does nothing with it. Instead, you just have this dumb plot point and another plot point that's like a subplot point put into the whole story, and it derails the whole story's concept just to have the whole payoff being how much this character cares about this one person. I just feel like whoever created this, you don't know how to properly conclude a romance story. And number one, they should have guessed this one. I would have said no, but to me, this is the worst of the worst. School Days. The infamous anime where the main character wants to go out with this one chick, but then he starts to catch feelings for his childhood friend. But let's just say, things don't go the way you think they're gonna go. While this whole thing could be taken into consideration that this is based off of like a web novel of like the same name, where you can choose this ending or that ending, and most of the endings don't always have to involve murder. But in this case, I don't get why they have to go this route. The upside towards this anime though is someone can remake this anime and choose a different ending for the main character that doesn't result in blood. Or the main character who nonchalant becomes a man whore for absolutely no reason at all because the very girl he wants to get with doesn't want to do him like that. I mean, the whole thing is just kind of fucked here, no matter how you look at the anime itself. Hell, those last 2 episodes you watch after the whole thing concludes does not save what I just went through mentally. But if you like to support my channel, subscribe. And if you like this video, like it. And if you have something to say that could be a positive or a negative thing, you can comment it down in the comment section. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.